Ladies and gentlemen, I have some very exciting news that I'd like to officially announce tonight. That at K17, when we return to the home of professional wrestling in the Hunter Valley Club, Maitland City, we will see the return of two-time Match of the Year recipient and former Kingdom Wrestling Entertainment champion, Tyler Gunn. Welcome back.
Wow, what an introduction that was, hey? Very good, very well done. Thank you, that was lovely. And thank you for having me back too, by the way. No, this is very exciting. We've been working on this deal for quite a while now, a couple of months, and the deal is done, so we're good to go. How long has it been since I've been to Kingdom? It's been quite a while now, hasn't it?
It's been a year and a half. I think the last time KWE fans saw you was in December 2021 at our new normal event, where that was a bit of a big night for you, where you became the Kingdom Wrestling Entertainment champion.
I did, and that's the championship that I never lost, right?
Well, yeah, I guess technically you're right.
Yeah, so I guess that technically, that makes me the number one contender, right? No, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. No, so I'm completely aware that there are other guys who've been keeping this place alive over the last couple of years, and they are definitely more deserving of a championship match before me, and they've earned it, obviously. So I'm completely fine, going back, starting from the bottom, working my way back up to the top. If that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do, and I'm happy to do it. Like, I enjoy a challenge, and it's something I look forward to, actually. So I'm very keen to wrestle a few different guys and see what we can do.
Well, you'll note that the landscape of Kingdom Wrestling Entertainment since 2021, the roster, I guess the what it looks like has definitely changed a lot since you were there last time. Now, I'll be remiss if I didn't let the fans know that as a part of the return for Tyler Gunn, he would like to handpick his first opponent for his return.
That's right.
With that in mind, with the roster looking like it does now, who are you looking at?
Yeah, no, so there's a few different faces on that list. So, like, B-Boy is one that's on that list for sure. He was my third match ever, and at the time, I had to do some dirty tactics. I had to be a bit rough, and I wound up having to knock him out to beat him. And I would love to see, because I'm a better wrestler now, I feel, so I'd love to see if I could just, out wrestle him and beat him in just pure skill and not have to, necessarily knock him out to beat him. You know what I mean?
I'm sure he'd prefer it that way too.
Oh yeah, well that's it. Like, I'm sure he didn't appreciate being knocked unconscious. So, but yeah, that's just something I have to prove to myself, really, more than anything. I would just love to see if I can out wrestle that guy, but he's a veteran. He's been doing this for over a decade. So, that's a lot of wrestling skill to keep up with, but that's just something I'd like to prove for myself. Vinny Vane is another one. As a guy who's just like, we've just never crossed paths inside the ring. We were at Kingdom at the same time, but like he was doing his thing, I was doing my thing, and unfortunately we just
ships crossing in the night.
Yeah, exactly right. So, I would love to wrestle Vinny Vane, and hopefully that opportunity presents itself.
It's funny you touch on that, because Vinny did make his return at K16.
He did, that's right, yeah.
He did bring his insurance policy in banks, and he bought the truth, Pierce Austin, which you want to talk about salesman. He's one heck of a salesman, and he's I'm sure that he'll be putting some things over my desk in the coming future to make sure Vinny Vane's in the best place possible.
Yeah, no, Piers, like you said, is one hell of a salesman as well. So, no, I don't doubt that he's going to be trying to give Vinny the best position possible. But no, another guy on the list is Jack Dullahan, right? So he's a guy who's like, come and gone from Kingdom, shown his face a few times before, and he and I actually worked each other a couple of years ago now, elsewhere, and at the time, like, it was fine, but he has just like, become he's just in his element. He's become a whole different type of Jack Dullahan. He's a whole new guy, and I would love to be able to get in the ring and see what that Jack Dullahan can do. And it'd be interesting to see what that Jack Dullahan versus today's Tyler Gunn would look like as well. So, hopefully he pops up in the future.
Well, you saw at K16 that, there were multiple debuts and multiple returns. So I guess, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, actually, because Ox King, he's a guy that debuted at the last show, right? So Ox King, I don't know if you know this, but he and I actually have a history. So here I am doing my Tyler Gunn thing. I debuted, and then from then up for almost a year, I'm beating everyone. I've got an undefeated streak, and then Ox King comes along, and he is the guy that that defeats my undefeated streak of over 300 days.
Is that right? No, I wasn't aware of that. No.
That is true. That is true. Not only did he beat my undefeated streak, it was his first match too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Ox King, he's another guy that's come into his element, right? Like, over the last couple of years, he's just improved so much. I'd like to think I've improved a lot more too. So, what does Tyler Gunn versus Ox King 2 look like? Does it end the same or does it end differently? Hopefully, it doesn't end in me getting choked down. That's for sure, because like he's in what is he? He's a bronze medalist in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or something like that, right? So it's no wonder he choked me out. So let's hope that if our paths do cross again, it's a far different result.
Once again, you sort of aligning yourself with a match with somebody that has some backup, has some support.
Oh yeah, you're right. AJ Grimm. Yes. He, I beat him too. Actually, he was part of my streak. But no, he's another guy that's improved a lot. So let's see if he beats me the second time around if we cross paths again. But yeah. But in terms of who I'm going to pick for my first opponent,
Yes, please reveal to everybody, because I'm sure people are watching this wondering. Tyler Gunn, K17, August 26th. Who you got?
well, it's funny. Like I just had the name on the tip of my tongue. It's one of those things where you think about it all the time, and just when you actually need to like bring that information to the forefront, it just disappears, right? What's his name? Oh yeah, f***ing Lindstrom.
Ah, yes. I figured this might come up.
Oh, you think? You think? Why would that come up?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to fill in the Kingdom
Go for
fans
it.
who are potentially new fans and I guess have post-dated this incident. But if I can tell a story that as I said, in December 2021, you were victorious and became the Kingdom Wrestling Entertainment Champion.
I did.
You did. And then we roll over into January for your first defense.
And what happened?
And as you were entering the ring, you were attacked with a chair by Lindstrom.
I was. Yeah, a chair from behind. You know what they call that in court? You know what they call that on the street? It's called a coward punch, a coward attack. Because that's exactly what Lindstrom is, right? He's a coward. Like, why did he attack me? What? For some sort of, because I hurt his ego, I hurt his pride. Because I took the championship away from him. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything like that. I just beat him. And he got upset. So he thought, attacking someone with a steel chair was a logical idea. He thought that was a smart idea to do, and that it was completely justified. Yeah, well, you know what they call that on the street? That's called assault. Luckily for you, we are in the wrestling business where we, have a little bit of leeway with what we can and can't do. Well, the thing is, he tore the tendon in my shoulder, right? It was supposed to be a 4-month recovery. Turned out to be 12, right? That cost me thousands of dollars in medical bills, like physio, MRI, doctor visits, this, that, and the other, right? Thousands of dollars in medical bills, and that's what it cost me. And then on top of that, outside of wrestling, it also cost me a business opportunity that was worth tens of thousands of dollars. So he cost me that as well. So imagine how pissed off I am, right? Now, on top of that, you got the mental thing and a bunch more. I could go on and on about all the things that he cost me for his own selfishness, for his own ego, and he's a self-absorbed. And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. He looks like he's turned over a new leaf, right? He looks like he's a nice guy. He seems like that, but I don't know if I believe it.
Well, seeing you've touched on it, it is something I feel we need to talk about, because I can see in the tone of your voice, I can see in your eyes, that you're passionate about this and you want retribution. I can see that.
No shit.
However, it's once again, it's probably fair to say that Lindstrom's not the same guy that attacked you with a chair. Is that something that comes into your way of thinking?
No, it's not something I really think about, because how many times has he been hot, cold, right? Upstanding citizen 1 second, then boom, just like that, he snaps. How many times? Multiple times. And Falco, you think you're safe, man? Don't. Keep eyes in the back of your head, brother, because whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, 6 months from now, a year from now, eventually he's going to turn. Eventually he's going to snap. It's only a matter of time. And the thing is, he is so self-absorbed that I don't even think he thinks about what he done to me. And sure, it's my injury. It personally affected me, so of course I'm going to think about it. But any decent human being would, they would feel guilty for it. They would think about it. Not him. No, not Lindstrom. He is not a decent human being. He's so self-absorbed. I'm sure he hasn't even thought about it once. But I think about it every single day. Grant. Sorry, Lindstrom. You have sins for your past that you need to pay for. So yes, you are my opponent. I'm sure you, just like everyone else, thought I was going to target Morgan and get my championship back. And Morgan, I promise you, yes, I will be coming for you. But right now, Lindstrom is my main focus, and he's been my main focus for the past year and a half. So that's who I pick for my first opponent.
So just to be clear to the Kingdom fans watching this evening, at K17, when you return to the home of pro wrestling in the Hunter Valley at Club Maitland City, you want to take on Lindstrom one-on-one in the center of that ring.
You're damn right. He wants to attack me. He wants to attack me from behind, take me out for a year and a half. Why? Because I beat him for the championship. Actually, I'll talk to him. Because I beat you for the championship. What? Did I hurt your ego? I didn't do it dirty. I didn't cheat. I just beat you. I tapped you out in the middle of the ring, and because your pride got hurt or your ego got hurt, you thought you would attack me and take me out, right? What? Out of some sort of weird, warped sense of revenge? August 26th, K17. I'm going to show you what revenge really f***ing feels like.
Bitch, I am the powers that be. I am Christ crucified on the T.